so refreshing, so good for you. This is a glass of milk. I always love a glass of milk. All right, welcome back to my Caliente Kitchen, where I offer you caliente nutrition topics, and we're gonna give you caliente recipes today. Well, June is National Dairy Month. This is why I'm celebrating with dairy today, and actually we're gonna celebrate the entire month. So I have partnered with the National Dairy Council to share with you today how dairy recipes are used around the world. I love this topic. It's gonna be phenomenal. I have two delicious recipes I'm gonna share with you today as well. I'm gonna make this pizza fusion, Californian fusion. I love it. And then of course, I'm also gonna make a salsa from my homeland, Peru, that is dear to my heart and is a hit at every party. You know why it's a hit at every party? Because it's just simply delicious and everyone loves it. So I'm gonna share that today, and hopefully next time you throw a party, which hopefully will be soon, you can serve this, or you can actually make it just for your family. They're gonna simply love it. Well, one of the reasons why I got into nutrition, is because I really love food. I love eating, I love cooking, I appreciate food so much, and therefore I love to travel and visit many countries, and I love to learn about food and culture. Love it. I always like to try new things and learn from the people from those countries, how they use their foods. And for that reason, I'm gonna take you with me today into a journey. We're gonna go on a journey around the world so you can see and taste virtually some delicious dishes, how dairy is being used around the world. Are you ready? Well, let's start with the USA. Let's start with our homeland here right now. And I have a question for you actually. Do you know what cheese is the most eaten in the United States? Any idea? What cheese is the most eaten in the United States? Is mozzarella cheese. I also was surprised when I learned this. Now that's followed by cheddar cheese. Cheddar cheese is one of my favorite cheeses too. I love all cheeses, by the way. So cheddar cheese, here in the United States, we have our American favorite, macaroni and cheese. So cheese is so good for you, so delicious, right? And then of course, we wanna add plants, and then we have broccoli and cheese too. I love to make broccoli soup and add cheddar cheese. Cheddar cheese is not only always orange, you can also buy white cheddar cheese as well. Love those combinations. All right, so I live in California, San Francisco, and San Francisco is a town where it's known for its food scene. We love food in San Francisco too, and being in California, we love avocados. And since pizza, even its origins is from Italy, well, pizza is actually one of the most popular foods eaten here in the United States too. Therefore, I decided, let's make pizza today. So I'm gonna put my little electric thing here, and then let's assemble this pizza. So I'm making a nutritious version, a healthy version pizza. I always think pizza is actually very nutritious, very healthy, because depends on what ingredients you use. I'm using a whole grain naan here, and if you don't have naan, you can also use a tortilla, a whole wheat tortilla, corn tortilla, or flatbreads. You can buy lavash, whole grain lavash. It's also really good. All right, we're gonna add some tomato sauce. This is pizza sauce that I bought in a can. Pizza sauce is good tomatoes with lycopene, higher amounts of lycopene in sauces, because lycopene gets, in a sense, I call it activated. You can absorb better the lycopene from cooked tomatoes, canned tomatoes, or any processed tomato. All right, and then I'm actually gonna use both cheeses. I'm gonna use mozzarella, because I like mixing cheeses. It's really good. Here, let me put that there. All right. There you go. And now we're gonna use cheddar cheese too. Who says you can only use mozzarella? I love mixing cheeses. There we go. Fantastic. And then we're going to put cherry tomatoes. Okay. And this really, really good. And then we're gonna add avocado. So again, because this is California, we like avocados. And have you ever tried avocado in a pizza? It's delicious, actually, really good. All right, and then of course I'm gonna end up adding a touch of my Latino flavor, which is I love cilantro. A friend of mine once says, have you tried cilantro on a pizza, Manuel? I'm like, not really, but since I tried it, it's quite nice. All right, so now we're gonna actually put the pizza in my skillet here and let it cook, and we're gonna try this at the end because it should be done by the time we finish this live. All right, I'm gonna move this to the side. All right, so now, while this is making, let's go around the world. The first stop, aside from the USA that I wanna go, is Asia. I specifically wanna go to India. In India, there's this drink called mango lassi. This is how they use dairy there, one way. Mango lassi, so sweet, so delicious, so nice. So mango lassi is a drink made with yogurt, milk, mango, which provides the natural sweetness to these, and cardamom. It's so delicious. This fluid, this drink, normally is served to you when it's hot, when you're eating spicy foods, and actually helps with digestion as well. So it's so good. Now, did you know that actually India grows and consumes most mangoes in the world? It's quite fascinating. That fact, I love that fact. All right, so now let's go to the Mediterranean area of the world. In the Mediterranean cultures, they love to use yogurt, lots of yogurt. And how I like to, when I learn about this and I actually cook with yogurt, they like to use yogurt to marinate meats. Now they like to marinate chicken and make chicken kebabs or grilled chicken and baked chicken. What happens with yogurt that tenderizes the meat. So next time, if you're tired of your dry chicken breast, trust me on this one. Marinate your chicken breast for at least 15 minutes in yogurt, and you are going to have the best juicy, tasty chicken breast ever. You're gonna love it. Season it with oregano and lemon juice. You can do whatever you want with that. It's really nice. All right, now let's go to Eastern Europe. Now, in Eastern Europe, they like this soup called milk soup. That sounds really good too, right? So years ago, 100 years ago, the farmers they didn't want to waste milk, and either it was leftover milk or maybe they didn't have enough manpower to work on the milk. So instead of making it spoil and throwing it away, they make milk soup. So nowadays it's a comfort food for many of these Eastern European countries, and they eat it with tomatoes. They eat it with either tomatoes, or they eat it with whole grains like millet or brown rice. Anyway, so many different things. So it's really quite nice. All right. So now let's go to South America. But one thing before I want to go to South America that I want to tell you is regarding the farmers here in the United States. So farmers in the United States are the original caregivers of the environment. So, you know, actually dairy farmers for hundreds of years now, they have committed to going green by either water reclamation or nutrient recycling. Now, even how they feed their cows, they normally give them plant foods that humans can digest, and they have high in fiber. These plant foods are really high in fiber, and what happens with this is that the cow's stomach can actually digest this fiber. Now I'm going to give you an example. For example, almonds, right? Almonds have a cover. It's called the almond hull. Have you ever seen an almond tree? It's beautiful, by the way. So the almond hull breaks, and then you'll see the almond seed in the middle. That's the hull that gets actually separated later when they process the almonds, and that what they feed the cows. That almond hulls and citrus also leftovers, and cows love it, and actually it's good for them. So they don't waste anything. Instead of creating more landfill, they recycle these and they feed these to the cows. So the whole farming industry is going green, and especially dairy farmers as well. All right, so now let's go to South America. Now in South America, of course, where do you think I'm gonna go? Peru, right? Me being Peruvian. Now I'm gonna make this sauce. It's called the Huancaina sauce. Normally in Peru, Huancaina sauce is eaten with yuca. And this is actually, I'm gonna show you here the yuca so you can see it. Now yuca is a nutritious carbohydrate, and normally they deep fry it and they bread the yuca and deep fry it. I didn't do that. All I did is boil the yuca and then pretty much put it on a baking sheet, spray oil, add a little salt, and then cooked it at 450 degrees for 20 to 25 minutes, and you get this delicious yuca. All right, so now I'm gonna move this to the side a little bit, and I'm gonna turn this off. My pizza is almost getting ready, but I'm gonna turn that off there. Move that here. Okay, so that we can make the sauce. Now this sauce, like I said, is a hit at every party. And how you make it is just with milk. All right. And every family in Peru has a way to make this sauce. So now, then this is sauté onions. I sauté the onion with extra virgin olive oil. And you probably gonna see the recipe card anytime now. Maybe already they show you that. Then I'm gonna add queso fresco to that. Excellent. All right. This is ají. Now, ají is a chili, yellow chili pepper, original from Peru, and normally comes. They don't sell the actual ají chili pepper in the United States, but they sell the paste. You can find this paste in many Latino stores, or even I've seen it now in some supermarkets in the ethnic aisles. So this is ají chili paste. It's actually not as hot, that's not as picante per se, not as caliente, but it has a very unique sweet taste, which is quite nice. And then we're gonna add soda crackers. As you can see, I'm not adding any salt because the soda crackers and the cheese is already kind of salty. So that way we just, you know, no need to add any more salt to this actually, and keep it healthy. All right, now we're gonna blend this. All right, so good. I'm gonna pour that in my bowl. Very nice. Whoa. So this is the Huancaina sauce. It's so good. Pour that in here. All right, and now I'm going to taste this yuca. It's so good, so I'm not gonna double dip. This is really, really, really good. Pour that in here. And I'm gonna taste the pizza now. I'm sure it's ready. Very nice. Wow, 1 second. Beautiful. I'm gonna just cut me a little corner here. This is really hot right now. I'm not gonna be able to taste it right now. Here's my pizza cutter. But just done. All right. I'm gonna try. See what happens. If I burn myself, oh well. The combination of cheeses with the avocado and the tomato and the cilantro, that was just a hit right there. I love it. Very nutritious. Pizza can actually be something you can make for dinner. Easy to make. I used 2 cheeses, mozzarella and cheddar. Quite nice. All right. So if you want to learn more, for more information or see more recipes on how to use dairy, you can visit usdairy.com. And as well as you can also visit my other channels in social media. I'm on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram in both languages, English and Spanish. Well, I hope you have enjoyed today's Caliente Nutrition topic. And I always love food around the world. I love to eat. I love to cook. All right, so salud, my friends. Take care. Until next time.